Just a little sprinkle over the lettuce. So go to Amy Roloff's little kitchen, and this is chicken peppers sheet pan dinner. Okay, hi you guys, I'm Amy Roloff, and I'm in my little kitchen. This is going to be an easy dinner. It's a sheet pan dinner, and it may feel familiar, but I think it's going to be a little different if I read my notes okay. Anyway, this is going to be a chicken peppers sheet pan dinner. I don't know, what should I name it? It's getting kind of late. I tell you, we're in daylight saving time or real time here in the United States. That was my oven ready. It is staying light later, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like 7 o'clock. Let's do a quick dinner. And hopefully this will only take like maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes at the most to bake. A lot of it is just getting your ingredients together. That'll take another 15 and cutting up. So anyway, 30 minutes, whatever. So I've got 4 cloves of garlic we're gonna chop up. I'm only gonna do half of an onion because Chris really doesn't like onions, but this really makes it if you add an onion. I didn't have an orange pepper, so I'm using 2 red peppers, 2 yellow peppers, and 2 green peppers. Now, if you wanted, you could use a jalapeno pepper or something else to give you that little bit of heat. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of red pepper flakes. Oh, you know what? I gotta add my quinoa. Sorry about that, I forgot to add the quinoa. You can have this over rice. I decided to have it over quinoa just to shake it up, but quinoa is a very good grain. It's got a little extra more protein in it. So anyway, we might add in a little bit of lemon zest and lemon juice. I've got some leftover, what is this? Parsley. I think this is spinach. I've got a little bit of cilantro, so I want to add a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of parsley, a little bit of green onions, just kind of sprinkle it on top. I forgot to get my feta, but we're gonna do a little feta over this. This will go great with a green salad. So let's get going. Let's make chicken peppers sheet pan dinner. I've got quinoa cooking over here. I decided to do that instead of rice. I don't know, I felt like it, whatever. So let's get this going here. I'm gonna create my cornstarch and get my chicken pieces involved in this. This is cornstarch. I'm gonna go ahead and add in a little bit of salt. Because, you know, obviously that'll help flavor your meat. A little bit of pepper, salt, I don't know. You judge how much salt you wanna do. I just do a little bunch in it. I'm gonna do maybe about a teaspoon of cumin. I don't know, I just really like that. It's got that little, maybe a little smoky, but not quite. To me, it reminds me of a little citrus of somehow involved in that. I'm gonna go ahead and add in a little bit of garlic powder, even though I have 4 cloves of garlic. That'll be part of my peppers. I'm just gonna do maybe half a teaspoon of that. Definitely gonna use paprika. So we're gonna do a teaspoon of paprika. Sometimes it cakes up in there, so I have to bang it on the counter. We're gonna mix that in, mix it all together. I like the cornstarch because it provides a coating over the chicken pieces. You can use flour if you want, but it also, I don't know, gives a little crispiness to it. I thought I got out, let's get rid of this. I thought I actually got out from the freezer chicken breast, but I didn't. I have chicken thighs here. So chicken breast, chicken thighs, it'll all work. You can cut the chicken breast into strips or into bigger, chunkier pieces. And this is really what I did here with the thighs. They're boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I just cut the bigger pieces, like maybe in half, just to give a bigger, chunkier kind of piece to it. So with this cornstarch mixture, I'm gonna make sure I added everything. Man, I love that cumin. We're just gonna dump this in here. My plate over there, I'm gonna use a spoon. Just to initially get the cornstarch mixed in with the chicken. And then once the chicken isn't so wet, I am going to use my hands. Make sure they're all coated here. Oh yeah. All right. This will help make it brown too. So let's get going on cutting up our veggies. I thought I had a knife here, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna kind of slice the onions up. And then I have a baking sheet lined with parchment. Just gonna set this over here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'll show it to you when I'm done. And I'm just gonna do bigger slices of the red pepper. If you slice them too thin, the red pepper or the peppers will cook a lot quicker than the chicken. Oh, I have my oven preheated at 425. It'll be a really nice, colorful dish, I hope. The one thing I like about this dish is because I added paprika and cumin. I often think of cumin as just for Mexican dishes or chili and stuff like that. But I believe Mediterranean or Indian dishes also use cumin. So I should not limit my thinking on that one. So we're just gonna cut up some garlic. Just really slice it, big slices, whatever, because they'll definitely okay. So do you see that? This is my baking. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit, just a little bit of olive oil. That's enough. Just a little bit of salt and pepper. And yes, I did wash my hands in between takes here. Of course, they're my takes. Okay, there we go. Do I have everything here? Let me look at my notes. Yeah, I think I have everything here. We're gonna kind of cook feta cheese on its own, so just gonna lay the individual chicken pieces in between the veggies. Tell you the truth, I should have added the olive oil after I added the chicken. Because the chicken will need a little moisture too. Like I said, I didn't have chicken breast. I would have made this with chicken breast. I don't know why. I just really like chicken breast, but I think this is gonna go, I think this will be just fine with chicken thighs. Well, I think a half a cup of cornstarch was probably a little bit too much. However, I only got one package out because it's just Chris and I. And, you know, I didn't want a ton of food left over. So anyway, I'm gonna turn you guys off to get a photo of this and turn you back on. Okay, I washed my hands. My pan is ready to go into the oven, 425, and this will not take very long. I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil over the chicken. So yeah, here we go. So I'm thinking maybe about 20 minutes that this will take. It's not gonna take very long, but we're baking it. We're not roasting it. We're baking it 425. Okay, well, I see you back. Will you come on back and see the end results? I certainly hope so. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get my feta cheese out. All I have is crumble. I've never done this before, but I wish I would have gone out and bought a block of feta cheese because I really wanted to create like these big chunks of, how should I say, fried brown or whatever feta cheese, and give each person a little bit of piece of it. But anyway, we're gonna try it with feta. I think feta is a very nice kind of mellow cheese, and I think that'll go nice here. So come on back. Okay, so while the chicken is baking in the oven, 425 degrees, I probably have about 10 more minutes left, and my quinoa is done. What I did over here, I didn't have a block of feta, but I thought this would be really kind of cool, is to just do these little crispy little chunks of feta and put it on the chicken and the peppers when they're all done. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. A little crispy on the outside. I put some red pepper flakes in here too. It's just a little bit of cornstarch, a little bit of no salt because feta is salty as it is. So really just basically a little bit of cornstarch and red pepper flakes to kind of get that crispiness on the outside. But anyway, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I thought that'd be kind of fun. I've got the toppings of cilantro and parsley with a little bit of diagonally cut green peppers as a garnish, along with the feta. We'll see how that goes. I think this would be great with the quinoa, the chicken, and the peppers and everything, just to have a very simple green salad. I have a tendency of putting everything but the kitchen sink in my salads. And I am leaning more towards making a salad much more simpler, unless you're creating like a bowl where you might add a lot more stuff. So this is just basically spinach, and I had green leaf lettuce in the fridge. You can make a salad basically with anything you have in the fridge. So let's just do a little bit of olive oil because it's just Chris and I. A little bit of olive oil. A little bit of salt, just a little bit of pepper. This is going to be very light. It's going to be like a vinaigrette. Instead of, I was going to use white wine vinegar, but I'm going to go ahead. Sorry, sometimes I don't have all my tools. I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit of lemon zest. I don't know, to me, lemon makes everything great. I know it's going on my cutting board. I'm just doing one little rounded edge of this. Let me use my knife. And if I get a little bit of the parsley or cilantro flakes, that's okay too. Get that seed out of there. I'm going to do a little bit of slice where I did the zest from. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think lemons who have a lot of seeds tend to be more juicier to me. I could be wrong. I could be totally not knowing what I'm talking about, but it just seems that way. So I'm gonna squeeze. Oh, look at that. More seeds. And this is a juicy lemon. There's one that escaped. So less than a quarter cup. I mean, it's just Chris and I with that little bit of lettuce. That's the one thing I love about a vinaigrette. You can make a little bit or a lot. I gotta... Sorry guys, I gotta search out my seed. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I don't know, maybe my hands are too dry. I don't like to squeeze it over my hand because, I don't know, it kind of like stings the lemon juice on my hand. Because I think this might be a little bit tart, I'm just gonna add in just a couple of drops of honey. In fact, I'm gonna use a fork for this. I know it sounds crazy, doesn't it? But all I'm gonna do is just dip it in there. That's about all the honey I need. Just enough to take some of that acidity out of there. And this is local honey from the farmer's market. One thing, I don't do subscription type of foods because, you know, I make all of my food. Naveed, you can delete that cough. But the one thing I do have a subscription for is something that's called Full Circle. And it's a lot of local farmers, maybe in Oregon, Washington, maybe a little bit of Idaho, Northern California, but just definitely little small farmers. And so I get a produce box. Here, I'll show you. I'm just telling you this is because I like it. So it's called Full Circles. This is what I can get in my local area. But I love it because a lot of the stuff is organic. It's supporting it's supporting small local farms that are local within maybe the Northwest area type of stuff. They do carry some packaged items and things like that, but anyway, that's where I got some of these ingredients here. Oh yeah, plenty good. So I'll save the rest of this lemon for later. Anyway, I just told you that because I like it. In fact, I don't think I've ever talked about it, really. So, let's check up on our chicken here. So we got our little salad going on here. The dressing is made. And I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of sesame seeds on there. I left my laundry room door open. Oh yeah. Do you see it in there? Oops. The steam is coming up. Oh, there we go. I think it's looking good, but we got a little more to go. Okay, we have a lot of deliciousness going on here. I just pulled the chicken. Sorry, I had to find my thing. I just pulled the chicken out of the oven here. So you got your peppers. You got this nice little, very, very light coating on the chicken. If you don't want to use the cornstarch, you don't have to. Just drizzle a little bit of olive oil and have a bowl with all the spices in there, like the paprika, garlic powder, cumin, salt and pepper, you know, just kind of mix it all in there. So this is the dressing for the salad. So I'm gonna go ahead and dish up. Okay, I chose, I had tricolor quinoa. I know this might not be Chris's favorite, but You know what, guys? Sometimes you just gotta do it. You just gotta serve it. And look at that, it is hot. So let's see here. If you want rice, this goes well with rice too. I probably would have preferred just the white quinoa, but tricolor is what I had in my pantry, so that's what we're having. So I'm gonna dish that up here. Move my notes out of the way. And I'm just gonna kind of scoop up some of the peppers, chicken pieces. Okay, this chicken piece is a little stubborn here. I mean, look at that. Then we're just gonna add a little bit of cilantro and parsley, a little bit of green onions there. I had toasted up some sesame seeds the other day. I just wanna, the sesame seeds will kind of blend in with the quinoa. But there you go. That's what's for dinner tonight. Let me take a bite. This will be crisp. Since it's just he and I, because I think I'm just gonna put a little bit of salad in here for him. I'm just gonna use a little bit of the salad dressing. And if you want, just drizzle a little bit over the chicken. And, oh yeah, the feta. I gotta remember the feta. Here's some of my feta pieces here. They're kind of just fried up a little bit. Just gonna kind of add that over the chicken pieces. Hopefully Chris will like that. Okay, I'm gonna go give this to him, but I'll be right back to dish up mine. Okay, hopefully you can still see me because I brought you guys in a little bit closer. Okay, I'm gonna add in a lot of those peppers. One little more chicken piece for me. A little bit of onion. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna add in a little bit of the parsley, a little bit of the green onion here. Take a little bit of sesame seed. Like I said, it kind of blends in with the quinoa. I'm gonna add in my little feta, my little toasty feta. I kind of was, you know, the reason I did this, I was kind of thinking about that whole feta hack that's been out there all last year and stuff. So hopefully that'll be good. And then I'll give myself a little bit of salad. Gotta have your greens, people. A little bit of salad dressing. Just gonna drizzle a little bit over my chicken. Just a little sprinkle over the lettuce. So go to Amy Roloff's little kitchen, and this is chicken peppers sheet pan dinner. So anyway, let's give it a try. Let me get one of the peppers in there. You guys, this is so good. I personally like it, especially with the chicken thighs and the quinoa. Okay, so good. Oh, look at that little, oops, wait a minute, where'd it go? Look at that little bite of feta. Let's taste that. Okay, I'm liking this. So this is Chicken Peppers, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. Go to my YouTube channel as well. So thanks for joining me in my little kitchen. I hope you come on back. Give it a try.